Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So I hope everybody had a great Christmas. Yes, mine was very good. So it was nice. We didn't go anywhere Christmas Day, so it was just a nice relaxing day. So a very enjoyed day for myself. So I loved it. We had Christmas the day before with all the kiddos and everything, so good times. So other than that, guys, I thought I'd show you a little bit of kits in review, class of 2024. Yeah, show you kind of some of our builds we had left over here and finish up. But first off, I guess some Christmas cards I want to show you. Some that showed up in the mail here just recently. So I was kind of always grateful to see them. I'm that guy who didn't send any out this year, so I appreciate everybody that sent cards out. I really do, guys. That means a lot. I really appreciate it. So in no particular order, I'll show you guys which ones we got and who they're from, and very cool stuff. So first off, we got one from our buddy Dave over at Woody's Scale Models. So Dave sent this card over. So this is a really cool looking card. I love it. And Dave also sent me some of his new stickers. So I like this because I like these little stickers like this, because I have my totes that I go to the model shows, and I'm putting these on those totes. So that way it kind of spreads the channel cheer all over the, wherever I go. It's got all the channels on there, so very cool. So this one will definitely be going on there. So I appreciate the card for that, Dave. Thank you very much for that. So very cool. Very cool. Next card I got. I know he's been wanting to do these for a while. So he finally got them out. Mike over at the Intake. So Mike, thank you so much for the Christmas card. I really appreciate it. Very cool. So it's funny, all these cars have that red truck on it, but Mike, yours is the most different one I've seen yet. So that's very cool. I like it. So thank you so much for that card. Mike also sent me a shop card. So I really appreciate that, Mike. If you guys have not been to Mike's channel, guys, go check him out. He's got some awesome builds. He does the Cars and Coffee every Sunday. He's like on it every single Sunday. So go check him out and check out some of his builds and some of the stories behind them. So very good. Like watching Mike. So thank you once again for the card. I really appreciate that. And Mike also sent a decal, the Intake. So once again, that will be hitting the travel box. So that'll be going to all the shows with me as well. So love it. Next card we got. This one here. This is from Chris, from Chris's House of Plastic. So same card as I got from the other. And I tell you what, I like this card. I really love this card. And I really like, it has scripture inside. I think that's awesome. It's got Philippians 1:7. So very cool. Love the card, guys. That is so awesome. So very humbling getting cards from you guys. I really appreciate it. Chris also has a great channel. Go check that out as well. Yeah, so he's our friend down in Florida, another Florida builder. So I will have links in the description for all these channels for you guys to go check these out. Last card we got. This is a card from Mr. Larry from Larry's Model Shop. So another cool card. Love it. Thank you, Larry, for the card. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the words in the card. Are also very nice. So once again, you guys, go check out these guys' channels. All these guys have great channels. As you guys know, there's so many cool channels out there. It's awesome to see how the community is just growing and growing. So very good stuff. Love it. So once again, I think we'll take you over and we'll do a review of the year's build. Next video coming up, we're going to be starting the series on the next build. So eventually I'll get onto my USAC build. So that's coming up sometime, because I haven't even started on it yet. All right, on to the class of 24. Let's see what we got. All right, guys. So first one up on the block here. This is the Knight Rider Super Pursuit Mode by Aoshima. Very cool kit. A lot of painting went on with this. The car was done in MCW black, Finished off with MCW clear, but I kept the white, that was flat white Tamiya lacquer, along with the red inside the air brakes. That is also done in Tamiya lacquer red. So it was kind of a challenge to try to keep the colors separated and masked off. A lot of masking. Cool looking build. I was always a Knight Rider fan growing up. So when I saw they had this kit, it was a must-have. Had to have it. So I think that turned out pretty cool. So it has posable steering, all that fun stuff, and you can retract the airfoil up top on the roof, and the air brakes in the back and the quarter panel, those retract back in. They're kind of hard to move in and out, so I like to just leave them stationary. The one on the roof that falls down pretty easy. But other than that, super cool kit, nice build. This one took me a little bit of time to do, but other than that, it was worth it in the end. I think it turned out pretty sharp. So that was build number 1 of the year. Don't remember the exact date. I'd almost have to go back to my videos and see where I ended up at. But so yeah, so that was number 1. Alright, so next on the block is our Zaxby's Mustang, our IMSA Mustang, the IMSA Racer monogram kit. This was a cool build, one of my most favorite models, and I ordered this off eBay years ago. It sat in a box. I was just waiting to put it together. I wanted to wait and make sure it was to where I wanted it to look just so. I wanted to make sure it turned out good. This has the original box decals in it, which is unusual for this. So it's pretty unique in that way. Everything's pretty much box stock. It's all pretty much just paint work and whatnot. So very cool build. Just iconic car. Just love it. This turned out really, really nice. So I'm very pleased with this. I do have some magnets for the hood because the hood always seems to slide forward on me, but that's okay. This isn't wet sanded, polished, or nothing. That's just straight off the clear coat gun. So I was pretty pleased with the paint on it. It come out really nice where I didn't have to do anything, because I really didn't want to try to wet sand it and have that chance of burning through the decals. So thankfully I didn't have to do anything. It painted out super, super clean. So once again, very happy with this one. It turned out really nice, and like I say, I'm such a fan of this car. So yeah, this was definitely one of my probably most favorite builds I have in my collection right now. So there we have it. That is build number 2 of the year. Alright guys, build number 3 is this 93 Ranger Splash. This kit is by AMT. So this nice little build here. This is a great model to build. Once again, original decals. They're a little older being on the white. They almost kind of hazed on me a little bit putting them on there. Almost like, I don't know, but kind of like the colors bled a little bit on the decal. But it was just enough to where it's subtle enough you really couldn't notice it, couldn't see that much. But still, super cool build. Thought that turned out really good. And the reason I painted it white with the blue interior, back in the day, I was just out of high school, and I almost bought this exact same truck right here. I almost bought this exact truck, and I thought, yep, I want one of these. And I didn't do it. I didn't pull the trigger on it. Yeah, so, but it was the same color combo. It was blue interior, white truck, and yeah, I almost did it, but I didn't. I should have. Who knows? Who knows? But very cool. Tailgate opens. I mean, it's, if you guys are looking to build a nice little builder, very cool little truck. So that was build number 3 of the year. Very happy how this one come out. I think the box art's in red. And like I say, you guys looking for a nice little pickup to build, this is your guy right here. Easy build, goes together very nice. Hardly any fitment issue at all. So, and this is also just a box stock build here. This was also done in the MCW white with MCW clear. This was polished out. Not a lot. I didn't have a lot of spots in this one as well. So this painted out really good for me. Plus white. White does hide a lot of stuff if you're, you know, trying to check things out or whatnot. It covers pretty good. So there we have build number 3. All right, guys. Build number 4. The old Python 77 Mustang by AMT. This is a unique looking car. No, 76, I believe. Maybe it's 77. I guess I don't know what year it is. I think it's 77. I need to write this stuff down. But anyways, very cool. This is, like I said, the AMT Python kit. Really neat looking car. I know it's not a lot of people's favorite car. I added hood pins on it. I don't have them installed just because during traveling, this was at the Detroit Model Show the last time around. I pulled the pins on it just to keep the hood from flopping all over the place on the road, you know, trip back. So did some custom paint work on it. Did the black shadowing inside those spoilers, or in the ground effects basically on the side, just kind of give it some depth. The engine's not detailed at all in this thing, and the hatch is glued down because they do make it posable on this car. So this car does still have the original plastic tires on it. I wanted to keep it pretty original. Obviously the hood pins and the antenna make it to where it's not full original, but those are the plastic tires. So if you do your a little bit of homework on them, they can turn out pretty decent. So pretty cool build. The front fog lights on this, they were supposed to be just a chrome light, so I just pulled a bit of chrome on the inside with the molitor, let it cure, did some Tamiya clear orange on it, and I actually used clear resin, kind of like your printer resin, and put on the outside and made a lens out of it, so that turned out pretty neat, just something different. So this was a pretty fun build. Typical AMT. It had a few struggles here and there, a few fitment issues, but all in all, in the end, it's turned out pretty cool. So I was pretty happy with this one. Just a unique build. One of those old kits that you don't see a lot of people putting together. So just thought it'd be kind of a neat one to do. And that is done in the antique silver, I believe it is, by MCW enamel with clear coat. So we have build number 4. Okay guys, this is build number 5. Another Aoshima. This is a Knight Rider. This is a season 4 car. This one's just your basic one, but this one, I put this scanner in it out of the season 1 car. Like I say, it's the Aoshima kit, so very cool, very realistic scanner. So I would like to build like a base for this, something I can hide the wires in, because it's quite a wire package they give you for that. Or I thought about, you know, de-trimming the car and just trying to hide it just inside the car. But that's a pretty big control box there, so I may just build a base for this, just a permanent base, and maybe put the Super Pursuit Mode car and this one together. So it was a Knight Rider year for the builds, and this was a pretty cool build also, very neat looking. Once again, the Aoshima kits, if you guys never build one, very nice kit. They go together so well. I mean, there's very good engineering goes behind the kit. Fit and finish is nice on it. The body's nice. Very little flash to any. So there's not a lot of problems with them. So it's also done the MCW black. Just your straight black with the MCW clear. A little bit of wet sand and some polish. And it turned out pretty nice. I like the black paint jobs. I'm a fan of them. The more I do, I feel like I'm getting better and better at them. So it's one of those, as time goes on, you know, you kind of learn a few things with it, and so they look pretty good. This was one of my favorite years of Trans Ams. Like I said, I was a kid from the 80s, and my aunt had an 82, and it was just such a cool car. You know, hers was red, that same hood on it, that kind of that turbo hood they called it. So super cool. So I think this is a favorite show of mine just because I always liked this year of Trans Am. Alright guys, so the last build of the year. This is the 1990 XR7 Cougar by Revell. This one's fresh off the press. Just finished it just a couple days ago. If you guys watch the channel, this was just posted. The final build-up of the car. The one with the lost footage, that's this one. So this is a great kit if you guys have never built either this car or the Thunderbird of this era. Oh my gosh, it's such a great build. You'd love it. I mean, there's very little flash on it. Fitment is amazing. It goes together very well. Just the windows are very thin in this kit, so you got to be careful. I've broke quite a few of them, even just trying to build this one. The interior is done in Tamiya dull red and flat red. I mixed the two colors together, and that's primer, or that's painted over top of black primer, and just to give that kind of that cool looking red color, because the dull red was almost too dull, like, you know, like almost a brown red, and obviously the red was too red, so we kind of had to mix it in between. So other than that, very cool build. The outside's MCW Absolute Black, that has the light blue metallic in it, and that has a coat of MCW clear on top, wet sanded and polished. So very cool build. This is basically a box stock build other than that license plate on the back. So there's nothing added to this car other than that license plate. So once again, the only other fitment issue is I had to shave the intake down just a little bit on the motor for the hood to sit properly. It seems like a lot of these Revell monogram kits, some of them, these later model cars, the hoods never seem to fit okay unless you kind of did a little modification. I know the 88 T-Bird model I do, the hood doesn't sit quite right unless you take the intercooler off, and then it fits a lot better. But a little heads up work on it, you can get it to sit pretty good. So this build turned out really good. I'm very happy with this one. The only other hard part about this kit is putting the outside mirrors on, because they are pretty good size and they are bulky, so you have a hard time putting them on. I should have pinned them. That would have made life a lot easier, but we got them on there, so they look pretty good. So that is the build roster for 2024, and looking forward to this year's round of models and seeing what we can put on the table this year. So that's going to wrap it up, guys, for the build season of 2024. So I appreciate you guys checking out the channel, hanging out with me over the year. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for that, guys, and everybody that follows along. So hope to see you guys at the next model show. If not, we will see you on the next video. So you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.